Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Push it over! Can he save it? Here we go!
Welcome MTA fans back to the arena here tonight on the Gauntlet. It is race 6 of 6 and we've got 8 of the best Diecast monster trucks ready to lay it all on the line in the final race of the Gauntlet here tonight. Be sure if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, turn on all notifications, stay up to date with everything that we're doing right here on the MTA YouTube channel. You don't want to miss this race here tonight because the points battle has never been closer and we're about to find out who's going to take home the Gauntlet Series Championship right here tonight on the MTA YouTube channel. As we go ahead and take a look at how the points shook down from last night, we saw the return of Rich Wagner and the Gravedigger. He took home a championship win last night. However, he's still at the bottom of the points chase. Your top contenders here tonight, Bigfoot, Brodozer, Bad Company, Kingsling, and UFO, all staying in the top 5 position. They're trying to take home a win here tonight and get all the way to the top of the overall points mountain. It's anybody's ball game out of that top 5 bracket, no question about it. We may even see an upset surprise. Anybody's ball game here tonight as we close out the Gauntlet Series Showdown. And here's how round 1 action is going to be shaken down, ladies and gentlemen. Up first, these two have been talking smack for a while. Bradley Graham and Kingsling taking on the Wild Man, Ryan Johnson and Brodozer. Following them, Gravedigger the Legend will be taking on Gunslinger. Other side of the bracket, Downtown Mitch Brown. He won the first time out of this Gauntlet. Bigfoot staying in business. He draws up against James Vaillancourt, who won 2 nights ago in the UFO Ford. Rounding up your round 1 competition, Rich Wagner and Gravedigger took home last night's win. He is back to take on Wyatt Anderson and Bad Company, kicking off round 1 competition. Now up first at the line here tonight, again, these two have been talking smack to each other over on the MTA Facebook page. Bradley Graham, the King of Kings, all the way from Kildover Hills, North Carolina, taking on the Wild Man, Ryan Johnson, and Brodozer. These two go way back inside of MTA history. Brodozer representing Johnson Motorsports there on the inside lane. Bradley Graham and Kingsling representing the Renegades Motorsports race team on the outside lane. Who's going to take the win here tonight? Kicking off round 1. Here's the green light. Kingsling and Brodozer down the straightaway. They're getting it over the cars to the finish line. It's close. What an incredible race here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to absolutely be kidding me. Way too close to call up here in the booth. These two have been going at it like chickens in a hen house, and they just laid it all on the line here tonight. Check out your MTA replay, folks. Still don't know who the winner is. Pretty much even down the straightaway, side by side now. They come up to the first jump. Over the first set of cars, they settle it down in no man's land to the final set at the line. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got a tie here tonight inside of round 1 between Ryan Johnson and Bradley Graham, and we're going to take it back to the top of the track and rerun this race. The drivers will switch lanes, however. Ryan Johnson and Brodozer now on the outside lane. The rivalry continues here in round 1. Bradley Graham and Kingsling on the inside lane now, all the way from Kildover Hills, North Carolina. Johnson Motorsports, Renegade Motorsports, Brodozer, Kingsling. The rivalry on the line as we go green down the straight stretch. Now they're side by side through no man's land to the finish line. What a save by Bradley Graham as he pulls it out at the finish line. What an incredible race. But Ryan Johnson and Brodozer picking up a round 1 victory over Bradley Graham and Kingsling. Take another look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Off the line again, side by side. This time they had switched lanes. Kingsling with maybe a slight lead, but Brodozer coming back on him. Up and over the cars through no man's land. Bradley Graham getting a little out of shape. So does Ryan Johnson and Brodozer. He does make the hit on that last set of cars, making it a legal pass, and Johnson had a good save for himself down there inside the shutdown area. What a way to kick off the final race of the Gauntlet. And next up, Iron Mike Lanford returns in the all-new Gunslinger. He is ready to take on your boy Shaggy. Matt Cheever and Gravedigger the Legend out of Poplar Branch, North Carolina, now on the outside lane. Mike Lanford over here out of Oldsmar, Florida, the Gunslinger Ford on the inside lane. Hasn't been doing so hot in that brand new truck. They may have had the bugs worked out of it. He's taking on Shaggy here tonight in round 1. The Legend and Gunslinger. Green light goes down off the line. They're pretty much side by side. Slightly going to Shaggy on the outside. Gunslinger not going to be able to come up with it. And your boy Shaggy and Gravedigger the Legend pulling out a round 1 victory here tonight over Iron Mike Lanford in the Gunslinger. Next up here tonight in round 1 out of Cinnamon, New Jersey. He won just 2 nights ago on the MTA YouTube channel. James Vaillancourt, the brand new UFO Ford, now ready to take on downtown Mitch Brown of Bigfoot fame all the way from Pacific, Missouri. He won the first night out in this gauntlet. He wants to get back on top of the points mountain. Vaillancourt ain't going to cut him any slack. It's a battle of the Ford Oval Brigade here tonight in round one competition. Mitch Brown and Bigfoot, Vaillancourt, UFO. It's showtime now. The green light goes down the straightaway. They go the side by side over the first jump to the finish line. Bigfoot in trouble, turning it over. And Vaillancourt had some hiccups there over that last set of cars. But what a ride for Mitch Brown and Bigfoot. Here's a look at your MTA photo finish. You can see just how close it was as Bigfoot went over into Vaillancourt's lane, hitting the car stack and flipping the truck over. Nonetheless, Vaillancourt and UFO will advance on in the semifinals, but now we get set to close out round one competition. Wyatt Anderson returning in the Bad Company Chevrolet. He won this gauntlet just a couple of nights ago. He's back over here on the inside lane. He now takes on last night's champion, Rich Wagner, the Phenom in the Gravedigger, all the way from Kildare Hills, North Carolina. Over there in that far lane, the beautiful 1950 Chevy panel wagon, better known as Gravedigger number 7. Both these bad boys ready to go. Battle of the bow tie to close out round one. Here's the green light now. Bad Company in the Gravedigger down the straightaway. Wyatt Anderson's got a lead onto the Diggers, coming back at the finish line. And Anderson turns it over in the shutdown area into the pine trees. Over goes Bad Company. A great race, no doubt about it, as Anderson had the lead on the Gravedigger coming down the straightaway. Wagner put down the Chevrolet horsepower and came back on him. And there you see your photo finish by about half a truck. The Phenom, Rich Wagner in the Gravedigger, carrying last night's momentum into tonight's show. He will put the Digger inside of semifinals. So ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Semifinals are coming up next. You won't want to miss the gauntlet.
Are you ready to get in on the action here on the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel? Look no further. Head over to Facebook where you can sign up for all the great events we host right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Be sure to sign up for the events and register your name and get locked in with a monster truck of your own and get ready for the great thrills and spills right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Again, find us on Facebook, register for these events, and you soon will be competing in all the great events. We hope to see you there. And get ready for the wild and crazy action. Be sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a beat right here on the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel.
Welcome back to the Gauntlet here tonight on the MTA YouTube channel, the final night in a 6-race series, and now it's time for semifinals. Earlier tonight, Brodozer knocked off King Sling in a double-down showdown. No question, it was a wicked race. Gravedigger the Legend took out Gunslinger. He will pair off against Brodozer in semis. Then UFO had a rough ride against Bigfoot. Nonetheless, he is in semifinals and taking on Rich Wagner in the Gravedigger. And I can only count on one hand how many times those guys have met up on the MTA circuit. That's going to be a race to remember. But right now, kicking off semifinals, the wild man himself, Ryan Johnson's back for the first time in Brodozer, ready to take on your boy Shaggy. Matt Cheever returning, Gravedigger the Legend. He was down in the pit area earlier talking a little smack. He was going to hide some tires from everybody so they couldn't run tonight. Seems to me like everybody has their tires on their truck. He finds himself against the wild man here in semifinals. Who's going to take it to the final round showdown as Brodozer takes on Gravedigger the Legend as we get set to go green. Off the line they go now. They're pretty even. Legend's got a lead on down through no man's land. Brodozer came back and over goes Shaggy. Once again here at the Gauntlet, Shaggy tried to shut it down and both drivers got a little crossed up. What a matchup that was between two great MTA drivers. Nonetheless, Shaggy upside down once again. Here's another look at your MTA replay. The Gravedigger the Legend has a slight lead on Brodozer down that straightaway. Up and over the first jump, settles it back down in no man's land. Here's where Shaggy got a little crossed up, making a little bit of contact with the Brodozer machine. Had nowhere to go but upside down as he made a hard right inside of the shutdown area. Brodozer in the finals. You know he's doing good in the points now. And next up, who is he going to meet in the final round? Because Mr. Cool Hand Luke himself, James Vaillancourt, in the all-new UFO, takes on a legendary rival, the Phenom, Rich Wagner in the Gravedigger, over here on the inside lane. These two have met many times on the MTA circuit before. A rivalry that dates back all the way to 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, who's going to meet Brodozer in the finals as UFO takes on the Gravedigger? Both trucks are staged. Here's the green light now as they come down the straightaway. Ford and Chevrolet going to battle it out over the front car. Settle it down. In a close race it was, but Vaillancourt and UFO will put the Chevrolet and Gravedigger on the trailer. What an incredible finish. We will take you over to our MTA photo finish here tonight. Here's how close it was as they came across the finish line by about a tire length. James Vaillancourt cements a spot in the final round showdown to take on the wild man Ryan Johnson and Brodozer. So ladies and gentlemen, the gauntlets come down to this. Race 6 of 6 here tonight, and UFO's going to take on the Brodozer in a race you don't want to miss. The finals are coming up next after the break.
This isn't your typical motorsports podcast. You're listening to Crush This, a monster truck podcast presented by High Octane Coffee and J Concepts. A show where we take you inside the minds of your favorite drivers, past and present, of the monster truck industry. And now, your hosts, Brad Shaw and Dan Chichagash. Buckle in. The show starts now.
Welcome back to the MTA YouTube channel here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to close out the gauntlet. Earlier tonight, Ryan Johnson and Brodozer eliminated Shaggy and Gravedigger the Legend on the other side of the bracket. UFO and James Vaillancourt took out Rich Wagner and the Gravedigger, and there's our final round. UFO taking on the Brodozer. And ladies and gentlemen, there have been 6 events in this series. UFO has taken home 1 championship win. Ryan Johnson and Brodozer has taken 1 home himself. And it's all going to see who's going to come away with the most points at the end of this 6-race series. The wild man, Ryan Johnson, back for the first time in a long time. Brodozer has been running strong like it never left. James Vaillancourt debuted a brand new UFO at the beginning of this series. They've got the bugs worked out. The truck's been working well for him. Does he have enough to take home another win here tonight? We're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen. The gauntlet comes to an end right here, right now in this final race. UFO taking on the Brodozer. It's the final round showdown. Green light comes down the straight stretch and comes up pretty much even. Brodozer with a lead, but UFO coming back on him. Contact, and UFO spins it out. Down in the shutdown area, Johnson got into Vaillancourt, spinning him out. And what a way to end the show as he backed right up to the pine trees. You might as well load it up and take it on home and set it up in the living room. What an incredible race here as we go back and take a look at your MTA replay. Off the line, Brodozer does have a lead on the inside lane. Up and over the first jump and settles it down in no man's land. Here comes Vaillancourt putting down the horsepower, and he will outrun the Brodozer here in the finals. Your winner, James Vaillancourt and UFO. And look at the ending right here as they make a little bit of contact, and Vaillancourt just backs that puppy right on up to a Christmas tree in the shutdown area. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your final round showdown winner here tonight, James Vaillancourt in the UFO. And ladies and gentlemen, the points have got to be astronomical for Vaillancourt as he's won 2 events in this series. However, it's come down to this, as Ryan Johnson will take home the points championship and the gauntlet championship win. In this series, he made more final round and semifinal round appearances than anybody on the circuit. Vaillancourt right behind him with just 10 points difference. UFO rounds out in second place. And again, rounding out your top 5, Mitch Brown and Bigfoot with 190 points to his own credit, losing out just by 10 points to Ryan Johnson. And then Wyatt Anderson in Bad Company with 180 points. He did good all season long. And then Bradley Graham and King Sling, he was kind of hit or miss, no question about it. He rounds out the points with 170. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for coming out and watching the Gauntlet Series Showdown right here on the MTA YouTube channel. I hope you guys had a great time, and we will do this again very soon and have a different field of trucks ready to throw it down. Thank y'all so much. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out.